Alright, check out the problem. You want to do a simple choreography video, and luckily the game has an option to disable the HUD. Suddenly, a little small problem, the lines in the corner will not disappear. Bit of research, and you know that the HUD disabler disables them. But if most mods are just you placing the mod into the mods folder you created, it's always the one that you need that has something like download Unreal Engine 4 SS from here. You don't know what it is, it looks complex, you don't have time to discover, you trust the site, so you download it and try to install it. Pop up the game, error line, game crashes. Welcome to an hour of trying to solve this problem, and you haven't even begun recording your video, you're just at this pre-recording purgatory, all for small lines in the corner. Now imagine you're trying to make a video that even the modding community says that the editing is insane. Multiple mods that are complex and include mods inside of the mods that you have to use in order to make it. How much trouble do you have to encounter at every step if you're not familiar with the system, if this system belongs only to this game? But at least you know that somebody as large as Death Battle watched it and decided to use it in one of their videos even though it has nothing to do with it. You know there is some worth in it, though sometimes you have to wait for 7 months until the video blows up. Or worse, the character that I'm doing the video for is amazing, but the game is niche or it sucks and it doesn't have any modding tools, so the work is tremendous, people say, wow, this belongs in a museum, and then it flops and never gets any views. And worse even, because YouTube messes with quality, compression, and trying to lock people behind the paywall, your video may start looking way worse and pixelated than it was when it was released. Speaking about the paywalls, gaming for content creators became more expensive, because crafty devs are consistently inventing new strats, like, oh, if you want to play 7 days earlier, buy our Super Deluxe edition instead of the regular edition. How about half the roster is DLC? You're ready to buy multiple season passes? Love that. It's New Year, I've been reflecting on all that. The fact that after the hacker attack, my secret library of templates, tools, drivers, things that help me make these videos easier, that I have been building up for more than 10 years is gone, and I have to rebuild it. That would mean that another 10 plus years is going to suck, and I don't want that, I want to learn from my disasters. I looked at my options and it all ultimately came down to creating a Patreon. You get to 1. Navigate where the content flows via Discord and voting. 2. Exclusive footage, things that could have been in the video but didn't make it due to certain circumstances. 3. Tips and tutorials on how I actually do all of this stuff. 4. You may get an original video file that is not affected and will never be affected by YouTube's compression system. And 5, this is my favorite, video possibilities become more loose. You see, I do a video and then years later YouTube is like, hey, you remember that soundtrack in that video you did years ago? We don't like it anymore. It's demonetized, if not blocked worldwide. But with good support on Patreon, we get to cheat, because I no longer care about views or monetization, so as long as the video isn't blocked, I can use whatever soundtrack I want. Like number 1 in Ichigo gameplays, for example. That used to be okay, but now is not okay, but with Patreon it could be okay. In general, with enough patrons, there is no limit to what I can do, so I really hope you will support me on this endeavor. Link to my Patreon is in the description below. See you there.